Welcome to another round of Month in Data, in which we look at some of the numbers behind this month's trending stories. Meta announced Project Waterworth in February, labelled by the company as its most ambitious subsea cable endeavour yet. Connecting the United States, Brazil, South Africa, India and other key regions, the 50,000-kilometre subsea cable is set to become the world's longest once complete, pipping Meta-backed To Africa cable spanning 45,000 kilometres to the #1 spot. Meta's multi-billion-dollar initiative aims to enhance global digital infrastructure, supporting AI development while bolstering connectivity between continents. Subsea communication cables are an essential infrastructure for the transmission of internet data, with the number of cables active or under construction on the rise as providers look to meet the digital demands of the modern world. However, a spate of incidents involving damage to subsea cables has drawn attention to their vulnerability. Sitting largely exposed, the cables cross vast expanses of the ocean floor, creating a weak point in global communication infrastructure. While the majority of cable faults involve accidental incidents with fishing vessels and ships dragging anchors, incidents involving severed cables have raised questions over whether undersea communication infrastructure is the next battleground for geopolitical tension and conflict. Still in the world of tech, Microsoft reported a big leap in quantum computing this month. Quantum computing isn't just the future, it's becoming the present. Unlike traditional computers that process information in binary, quantum computers harness the power of quantum mechanics to perform calculations at speeds unimaginable today. In February, Microsoft unveiled Majorana 1, a new quantum chip built on a topological conductor. Microsoft will be hoping that this breakthrough material could be as transformative as the semiconductor was for classical computing. As a result, Microsoft says the new chip will help the company create quantum computers that can solve meaningful industrial scale problems in years instead of decades. But what industries are expected to explore this new technology more thoroughly? Quantum technologies promise substantial economic benefits to many sectors, with those in financial services, energy and utilities among the early adopters of quantum computing. And making the first move now could prove to be fruitful for any business in the long term, with the quantum computing market expected to rise from between 8 and 15 billion US dollars this year to as high as 131 billion US dollars by 2040. While tech firms like Microsoft may grab many of the headlines when it comes to quantum developments, governments around the world are also realizing the potential of fostering quantum innovation through additional public funding initiatives, highlighting the impact the technology could have on individuals and businesses. In the auto industry this month, a potential mega merger between two giants of Japanese car-making industry collapsed, with Honda and Nissan seemingly abandoning the $60 billion deal. The deal had a major focus on electric vehicles and provided a certain lifeline for Nissan, who have been experiencing significant difficulties over the past few years, including a drop in the number of Nissan vehicles sold around the world. Honda has also faced challenges, with overall sales dipping despite a modest rebound in 2024. Combined, the two companies moved 7 million vehicles last year, but the big question remained: could they compete with EV giants like Tesla, Volkswagen and BYD? Until recently, Honda and Nissan have lagged behind in terms of EV investment. Volkswagen, BYD and Tesla have spent heavily between 2016 and 2023, and these investments are largely reflected in the share of market held by the biggest players. The merger could have been Nissan and Honda's best way to help create a company with enough scale to crack into this market, compete effectively on price, production capacity and technology development. So why did the merger fall apart? While there are no official statements, Reuters reported that Nissan weren't happy with parts of the deal, including large layoffs and becoming a Honda subsidiary. Finally, the world's third largest economy held elections at the end of the month, with the German political landscape undergoing a seismic shift. The CDU-CSU, generally considered Germany's largest conservative party, secured 28.5% of the vote, becoming Germany's leading political force and putting Friedrich Merz in the box seat to become Chancellor. But one of the biggest stories of the election night was the rise of the far-right Alternative for Deutschland, the AfD, who achieved 20.8% of the vote and became Germany's second largest political force. The AfD's surge is particularly pronounced in the eastern states, corresponding astonishingly close to the territory of the former East Germany, showing the regional divide that still exists today, 35 years after reunification. The presumed incoming Chancellor Friedrich Merz will need to form a coalition with another party in order to form government. Coalition negotiations can be complex. Merz is now most likely looking at a CDU-SPD alliance. Given the high levels of engagement at this election, and the AfD sitting as Germany's main opposition party, the new coalition faces the significant task of navigating the country through a political crossroads. To find out more about these stories and countless others, head over to Statista.com and join us next time for another round of Month in Data.